Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Mr. Oh My Lewis back at you with another video. Alright, so first of all, if you haven't checked out my entire personal development series, I don't know what you've been doing. Go ahead and you can find it down below. There will be a button so you guys can go ahead and check out all the amazing videos I've done in this series. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so today I want to answer a specific question that I get asked often, and that is, like how do you get started in personal development? And actually, I had to go way back in order to really start to answer this question to the people around me who've been asking it, because it's been quite a while. Like, for those of you who don't know, I've been studying personal development like since 2012, around there. So it's been like about 8 years now that I've been studying personal development. So at this point, it kind of feels natural for me to just be in that journey, to be so immersed into this personal development world. So like, for me to answer that question, I really had to go back 8 years and really ask myself, like, what is it? What is it that can really get you started in personal development, and what can really help you, stay consistent with it? Because, a lot of people like to start personal development, or they start like somewhere in the middle, and then it just kind of get confusing, because there is a specific order that you have to approach personal development from. You can't just, jump in and expect to stay consistent with it. Because here's the thing, the typical scenario about personal development is that most people go into it trying to solve a specific problem they have in their lives. Perhaps they have a lack of confidence. Not even that, actually. Let me actually get even more specific. You want to solve a specific problem. So perhaps you have a job and you want to become better at your position, or you want to go up somehow. You want to become or you want to learn networking. Like, you want to get to know more people. Or perhaps you're a guy and you're not really good with women, so you want to learn how to talk to women. And so you get into this whole communication. You start to learn communication and what really what is composed of that industry and everything. So there's always a specific problem that you want to solve. You want to get better at this, you want to get better at that, you want to be more outspoken, you want to learn public speaking, you want to do this, anything. So you want to fix that specific problem, and most people go out there and they do the research and they usually fix that problem, or sometimes they don't. And it kind of ends there. Either they fix it and they move on with their lives and they never really take the time to really look into personal development, or they never fix it and they just sort of think that this is something that's not for them, so they kind of just give up on trying to achieve whatever it is that they wanted to achieve in the first place. So here's the thing, like, that's perfectly fine if you're getting into personal development and you're trying to you're trying to fix a specific part of your life. You want to make more money or things like that. That's perfectly fine. Go and fix your problem and call it a day. But if you're that type of person who already fixed that problem and you're like, wow, like, I'm actually pretty amazed, that even worked, like, what's next? Like, what else can I actually do? And that's when curiosity starts to spike. And so here's the thing, personal development is so broad. There's just so many topics you can learn in personal development, and personally, I've learned them all, and believe me, it's a lot. Like, right now, like, I'm barely starting to feel like I'm actually almost at the end of actually learning all of this and really having it down and nailing it. Because one thing is to actually know about it, and the other thing is to actually be able to apply it and have it produce consistent results that are favorable to you. So it's a lot, and it's been 8 years and stuff. So what does it really take to stay consistent with it, or to even start? So first of all, you have to actually understand, like, what is your motive, what is your reason. So mostly for most people, it's usually a problem. You want to fix a problem. So whatever it is, that whatever current problem that you're facing, you want to fix that, and that's really about it. So you can actually take that approach. You can actually just find other problems in your life and use personal development to help you out fix that one problem. And usually this works amazingly well, because you actually have a problem to solve, and that itself, the problem itself, the pain of the problem, can serve as a motivation in order for you to start learning these concepts and actually applying them in order to fix whatever problem that you're having right there. But let's just say that the problems that you're currently facing right now are not that huge. or perhaps, you're at a place right now where you're comfortable and you actually want to just give personal development a try because, like with personal development, you can see that, there's something you can explode your potential and you can do all these other crazy things, right? So here's the thing you need to understand about personal development. Personal development will only work if you're applying it from a place of either desperation, meaning that you're trying to solve a problem, there's something you don't like and you want to fix it, or from inspiration, meaning that you see somebody do something great and you get inspired by that one person, or you just have this creative mind and you come up with this idea and now you want to make it happen. So now this is from a place of inspiration. So you have to determine like how you can approach personal development. Is it a place from desperation or from inspiration? Both are great, and usually how it works is that people mostly start from desperation. That's really how personal development is usually introduced to these people. They have a problem and now they gotta fix it. And usually when they fix it, that's really the end of it because, there's no more pain, meaning that the desperation is kind of gone. And if you want to continue on with personal development, either you gotta create this situation, this scenario once again where there's another problem, or you can move on to inspiration where you're actually doing it from a place of like, you know what, I still want to become better. I'm already comfortable, but, I want to be better. So, I have dreams, or that one person, inspired me and I want to become just like that person. How do I do it? So then this from a place of inspiration. So what I'm going to be talking about here is from a place of inspiration, because from desperation, like I said, you already have the pain as a motivation, but for inspiration it's much harder because there isn't an actual pain. There isn't actually something that you're running away from. There isn't something that you want to eliminate. So an inspiration, there's something that you want to achieve, but then this is usually like a dream, like a vision, something that's not really true yet. You still have to work very hard in order to make this dream a reality. So how do you do it? And here's the one key factor that I'm going to tell you, the one thing that you really, if you take that one thing from this video, it's going to be this, and that is you got to have an open mind. All right, an open mind is really everything. All right, so if you have an open mind, if you know exactly the fact that you're gonna have to learn all these new things, you're gonna have to eradicate most of the things that you currently believe to be true right now, then you will succeed. You will succeed immensely, But if you're that type of person who has a stubborn mind, who's very egoistic, and you're very, very self-centered, and you're not willing to accept anybody else's idea but your own, and you feel like you have the best, you have the best of the best knowledge already, this is going to be extremely hard for you, right? Deriving from a place of inspiration, even from desperation, this might even affect you at that point, because even though the pain point might be so strong, your ego and your sense of just self-worth may be way too high that you're unwilling to actually, you yourself might be preventing yourself from fixing a specific problem. But here, like I said, if you want to fix, if you want to actually reach something from a place of inspiration, you're going to have to have an open mind, all right? You're going to have to accept that your way of doing things currently is very wrong, all right? Your way of thinking is very wrong. The schedule that you're currently running right now, it sucks. It's shit, all right? The things that you're doing in your life right now, they're shit. The people that you're surrounded by, they might be shit as well. Your parents might be shit. Whatever it is, the job that you currently have, you may be thinking it's awesome and it's wonderful. It's probably shit as well, all right? So you're going to have to get used to these ideas and the fact that you just may be surrounded by shit. And you're just going to, and at that point, you're going to have to make a lot of changes. So here's the thing, like personal development demands a lot of changes from you, and they're not always physical changes, but they're mental changes. So you're gonna have to change the way you think, and changing the way you think is really hard because most of these things that have been instilled in you, it's been from years, and the influence where it's coming from, it's usually kind of hard to detect. So there's a lot of like I've said previously, like there's a lot of self-reflection that you're gonna have to do, a lot of introspection. I have a separate video down here somewhere, in the personal development series where I talk about like self-respect and how you really have to think about like what you believe in and everything, and really question everything about life. And that's really what you're gonna have to be doing here as well, because a lot of the things that you currently believe right now may not be true. And so personal development, at least you will have personal development to aid you and help you out, instill new ideas, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things, new ways to approach certain situations. And so it'll make you a much better person for sure. And you here's the thing about personal development. Like, I like to think about it as a way of, like, really getting to your true self, because a lot of us are not our true selves right now. We're influenced by so many people and by so many things that we sort of like hide who we really are. So personal development will really help you tap into your real self and help release that, help you actually be the self that you want to be. A lot of people say that, you got to be your better self and everything, but I like to think about it more like you're just going to be your true self, because that's ultimately what you want to do, and you can say that your best self is your true self, really, at that point. So, but I like to see it as your true self. You just want to be yourself, and you want to eliminate any other influence that's like preventing you from really being yourself. So that's the thing about personal development. So whether you're operating from desperation or you're operating from inspiration, make sure to have an open mind. Make sure you're open to learning new things, new ideas, and make sure you're willing to throw all your beliefs and all your ideas and your way of seeing the world and your way of working and your way of talking to, your significant other. Make sure you're willing to just throw all that out the window and just really learn a new way, because you're gonna have to learn a new way no matter what. Because if you're running away from something, if there's something that's problematic, it's very clear that whatever approach you're taking is not working. If whatever approach you were taking right now, if that was the right way, this problem wouldn't exist anymore. It would have been gone, but it's not. So you're gonna have to do something new. If you're operating from a place of inspiration, you probably already have some ideas, and you probably already tried something and it didn't work. So just know that your way of doing things does not work, and don't see it from an emotional standpoint. All right, because a lot of people like to, I'm gonna make a separate video here, but a lot of us have like this romantic idea about like how our way is the right way, and we like to stick to that regardless of actually seeing the real results. So you want to see results, you want to see the data. All right, so no matter what the fuck you think, if you're not producing the result that you want, it doesn't fucking work. It sucks. Accept that shit. All right, stop trying to attach yourself to, just because it's your idea doesn't mean it's good. It's probably garbage. All right, so be open to that. If it's okay to have bad ideas. We all have bad ideas. We all have wrong ways of approaching shit. All right, so just accept it, and the faster you're able to accept that, the faster you're gonna get to producing the actual result that you want to. But if the more stubborn you are, the slower this process is gonna be, and the longer it's gonna take you to actually fix the damn thing, or to actually reach whatever dream that you have. So have an open mind. All right, that's the one key factor about all this. You want to have an open mind. All right, an open mind will really get you to where you want to get to so fast. If you were trying to fix that problem will be fixed so quickly if you just have that open mind. If you're trying to achieve a dream, you're trying to hit a goal from inspiration, you're going to get to that goal so much faster if you just let go and accept that personal development will introduce you to new ideas and new ways of thinking and just a new way of seeing the world. So that's what I have to say about, having an open mind. That's really the one thing that you should have when you're trying to start personal development and trying to start this journey. You got to have an open mind, right? And if you're not willing to have an open mind, if you still want to continue being the same person that you currently are, and you're trying to justify that, I've been living like this for years and everything, and my family and all this shit, bullshit, all right? If you're not willing to abandon all of that shit, you're not going to succeed in this in this personal development journey. I'm just being honest with you at this point. Like, it's just not going to work for you. All right, so you might as well just accept the fact that you're going to have to give up a lot of your ideas and everything, a lot of people, but it's going to be worth it for your own self. All right, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys learned a lot from this video. I will leave a link. Remember, there will be a link somewhere down below, so you guys can go ahead and check out all the other videos that I've made about personal development. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video.